Hey, welcome back to the Big Grand Show. Thank you for joining me. Now, today we're going to talk about Hunter Biden and how he is now pleading guilty to three federal charges. Two of those charges involve tax evasion, and one of them has to do with a federal gun charge of having a firearm while using illicit drugs. Now, first off, the latter of those three charges have been, I think, was pled down to a misdemeanor, according to the plea deal, if I remember correctly. But the other two have to do with the 2017 and 2018 tax returns. It's actually an investigation that's been going on for about 5 years and through both administrations, right? Many people thought that because of Biden had taken over, he had shut down the investigation. Several liberals, on the other hand, have pointed out that that is not the case, that the DOJ has said they are still investigating the man. And here are the charges that we're seeing today. Now, the DOJ is suggesting probation for these charges. Personally, I think if he's been evading taxes, maybe probation's a bit light, but he is doing a plea deal. He's not taking it to trial, and this is an easy way for them to get a conviction out of it. Now, the probation isn't set in stone. It may not be probation. It's all up to the judge in the case. The judge in the case could rule that he needs to spend time in prison. Could rule that he needs prison and probation, or could just end up agreeing with the DOJ and ruling that he has to deal with, be on probation for a certain amount of time, and that's great. Personally, I think it's wonderful anytime somebody who has done something criminal is able to face repercussions for their actions. Now, nobody knows how much money we're talking about that he didn't pay. In fact, in I believe it was 2021, it's either 2020 or 2021, he paid over $1 million to the government trying to cover some of his back taxes. And that probably would have been good, but obviously the DOJ found criminal activity, or reason in him trying to not pay this money. Right? It wasn't just some accident where, your taxes just get done wrong and you don't pay it. Like he knew he had to pay it and he chose not to. And I'm going to guess that million he paid in 2021 did not come close to covering his tax bill. He had received money from different companies from Ukraine and China, and he did not pay taxes on all of that, apparently. And like I said, I don't care who he is. I don't care if he's the president's son. I don't care if he's the president. I don't care who he is. Nobody's above the law. If you do something illegal, you should face repercussions for that. Now, there's some conservatives out there that are very upset because Donald Trump's not getting the same plea deal treatment. Well, maybe because your boy Donald Trump has said he refuses any and all plea deals, that he will not accept any plea deal under any circumstance unless the federal government pays him. So, honestly, the reason Hunter Biden is getting a decent deal is because he took a plea deal. Donald Trump is refusing to take a plea deal, therefore, he's not going to get one. That's all that is. It's not favoritism. It's not because Joe Biden's president. It's because he's taking a plea deal and being smart and accepting fault. Meanwhile, Donald Trump refuses to take responsibility for his actions. And the only plea deal he said he would take is if the government paid him. Now, there is a way that I would be okay with the government paying Donald Trump. There is a way. I'll be completely honest with you. There is a way. If part of a plea deal with Donald Trump on his 37 charges, including Espionage Act charges, if in that plea deal the federal government offers to pay X amount of dollars. And Trump admits guilt to all 37 charges. And there's a stipulation put in place where he is not allowed to run for public office, not allowed to hold any public office. Ever again. Then I would accept the federal government paying him damages of some sort. But right now, we're dealing with Hunter Biden. And Hunter Biden isn't above the law. His father's not above the law. I don't think any president or their families are above the law. They should all go to prison if they've done something wrong. This guy's taking a plea deal, getting a pretty sweet deal if you ask me. But like I said, the judge could still rule that he needs jail time. Personally, I believe that the DOJ is going a little too soft because I don't think probation is really going to tell him, hey, don't do this shit. Anyway, y'all have a great day. I'll see you down the road, and I will talk to you later.